Hey everybody. So this video is for anyone who's thinking about buying the HiBy R3 second generation digital audio player. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that talk about what the device does well, but there are some Bluetooth issues that I wish I had known about before I went and bought one, because now I have to return it. Yeah, using it via Bluetooth, I've tried these Beats, Flex Beats. Those things sound decent until you go to change tracks manually. If you select a new track, there's a nice big click or crack or just strange transient sound that happens before your next track plays. It's very jarring and very unpleasant, so that's kind of problematic. I experienced that both with these Beats Flex and with my JBL Flip 5. Every time I change tracks, it will present a nice, loud, sometimes much louder than the music you're listening to, transient sound that can be, yeah, just quite abrasive, especially when the sound is right next to your ears. I'll demonstrate that in a second. The other super negative thing, as I tried it with my Skullcandy Dime 2 wireless headset here, and when using that, it will only play one song. I don't even know if it creates that transient sound if I select a new song, because it will only play me one song at a time. It'll play one track. To hear another song, I have to disconnect the Bluetooth and reconnect Bluetooth to the Dime Lite and the Dime 2, and so you can only listen to one track at a time. So you have to have available hands at all times to use your hands-free device, which is quite frustrating. So that's a pain. The one thing about using the Beats Flex and the JBL 5 is that, the JBL Flip 5, is that if you're listening to an album, yeah, it'll play through those songs. I think I've noticed it actually succeeding in gapless playback on my albums that are gapless. I'll have to pay more attention to that on a couple more albums. I've only had this thing for a couple of days, but it has presented me with a number of issues that have been, yeah, like I said, kind of a bummer. So as far as connectivity goes via Bluetooth, it is rough when connecting via my actual 3.5 jack. Sounds great. It sounds amazing. It sounds so nice. I'm listening through some decent grottos. I don't know, they're not the high end ones, but they're not the low end ones. I forget the model. And they sound amazing. So if you're gonna do just hard jack into the thing, great. But if you want to use Bluetooth also, maybe consider a different option. And so when playing through the Skullcandy Dime 2, it'll finish playing the song you're listening to. Sounds sure fine. And then next song will show as though, will perhaps show as though it's playing. You'll see the number count clicking down, or rather clicking up, but there's no audio coming through the Dime 2. So, or same thing happens if you just select a different song. First song you listen to when connecting, sounds great. And then you decide, oh, maybe I want to listen to this song over here instead, or put on a different album. It stops. It will continue showing as moving, scrolling, scanning. The play scan will continue to go, but you will hear no sound. Yeah, does that when changing songs or just when letting the next song play. So that HiBy is lacking in the Bluetooth connectability realm, at least. I don't know, maybe I'm using poor man's trash or something, but that's because I'm a poor man. But that's why I kind of also bought the poor man's hi-fi MP3 player, because I thought it was going to work with my devices, and it does not. So anyone got any suggestions out there? Help me out. I'm having some connectivity issues between my goods here, and I would just like to listen via the jack and my Bluetooth, because, you know, different times call for different usages. But that's where my music library is. It seems to be great storage for that, great cataloging, and I think user interface is easy to use, very intuitive. If you know, if you've used devices that use some like menu dives, you know, any device that uses menu dives, like, yeah, you should be set up. Okay, so hopefully this band is old enough and unknown enough that they won't shut down my video. Oop, there's a little drop. Okay, I think the LDAC codec is not the one to use with JBL, so we're gonna change that real quick. It's kind of one of the better codecs, but AAC seems to not have that little drop we heard a second ago. From my small amount of, oh, nope, now the AAC is also crackling. Bummer. All right. Well, the other thing I was going to show you is that when changing songs, you're going to hear a click. Did you hear that? That nice big crack right before a track. That doesn't happen. That does not happen when I'm listening through the jacks. So, what the frick? Very unpleasant, very not listener friendly. So, HiBy, what the frick, man? Figure it out. Help me out. But that happens every time. Also, that's the sound that plays the transient sounds that hit when I use the Beats Flex here. There's a nice big click, crack, crash sound before a track will play through. Check it out one more time. Oh, that was bad. That was after the track already started. That's so gross. Ugh. Watch, I'm gonna play all those songs through something with the 3.5 jack, and you will not hear. I'm gonna play those same songs back, and you're not gonna hear those stupid little sounds. So this is a Bluetooth issue, and it's not with the items, it's with HiBy, because it happens on all of it, and it's a HiBy issue. All right, guys, HiBy, get better. Blech. I'm gonna have to return this thing, because that's a problem. So right now my review is don't buy the HiBy R3 Generation 2. Don't buy one. You never know when it's going to happen. There it is. All right, I'm back here with this thing, this little HiBy R3II. This is the 2025 one, as well, as far as I can tell, because in the about section of the HiBy, it shows that it is was made like early January 2025 is what it said. So therefore I assume that this is the 2025 model. That's what it said on Amazon when I bought it, you know. So we're back to the same tracks by Rally. Also, I felt bad mentioning, you know, that, hey, I hope these songs are too old and not well known enough to not get taken down from YouTube. Well, that's just me wanting to put this video on YouTube. I wish my friends were. I wish these friends were famous. A lot of my friends I wish were famous. Dang, they make such good music. Okay, here you go. So, last time, when we were connected via Bluetooth to the JBL Flip 5, there was all sorts of crackly noise happening just mid-play. There was cracking noise happening and like weird transients when I would switch tracks from both like a cold pause and from like switching track mid-play session. So here you go. Here's a little preview. Turn this up a little bit. Okay, I should note that all of those sounds at the beginning of that track are normal. Sorry, there's some crazy light coming through the window that I'm filming next to. All those sounds are perfectly normal. I heard no crack, no extra transient, no extra weirdness like we were hearing in the Bluetooth. So let's keep going. Yep, there's a little snare at the beginning of that, but that sound's supposed to be there. So we're hearing like a little bit of transient on some of those, a couple of those. It's not consistent. It doesn't happen every time. There it was. But yeah, it's inconsistent, and it is still like way less noticeable and way less abrasive than it is when it is connected via Bluetooth. So I don't know what kind of playback issue that is, but it doesn't sound good. See, it's so inconsistent. But let's play through a bit of a song and show you that it also doesn't have those mid-song cracks and drops that we heard a little bit ago on the Bluetooth connection. So this is stronger, but it doesn't. It's not great when you start a track sometimes.
Something bright and terrible. She wants half of these things to work. A cringe and harassment.
Okay, I don't know how much more of this I can film to illustrate that it's not mid-playback cracks and pops when we listen via the headphone jack. I don't have a TRS or coax, whatever the heck that other jack is. I don't have something to illustrate that one, and I assume this is probably what most users are accessing along with the Bluetooth. So Bluetooth isn't great, and this thing's great, but it still has a bit of transient pops and clicks when you change tracks. But it does it inconsistently. It's not every time, it's just sometimes. You can probably hear that these tracks aren't the highest quality audio either. These are like kind of old MP3s, but I would think, you know, there's no difference there. Let me play something. I mean, I could, if I played something that I know is super hi-fi, it'll probably get taken down. Let's go to... This I brought in, and you can see it's got that nice yellow gold little hue on the HiBy there. It's illustrating that it's a higher quality file. No pops, no clicks. But we heard a little something there at the top of it. But again, that's the top of it. That's the only time that happens when we're connected via quarter inch. There's one. There's one. Could that be part of gapless playback? Perhaps. But that still seems weird. Maybe I'll do some experiments before I post this part of the video. There you have it, though. No pops, no clicks, dropout style mid playback when we listen through the jack. Same tracks as we were listening through the Bluetooth, and they sound much better in terms of playback consistency mid track.